plays games with Steve
and Angel. All right, let's talk about what I did after my bath.
Ooh. I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was, Mystic Elise! And with that sword of all things! Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court. And me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that.
This judge.
This judge.
His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
If I was there, I would have stopped the murderer.
I would look so fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyways, this case is mine. Miles Edgeworth. Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours?
Who?
No.
No.
That's rude to point out.
It's a tick.
Yeah, rude.
After the bath.
I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the... Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, no. It did happen in between them. Let me see. Loss of blood from stab in the back. Body fell 10 feet after death. After death. Interesting. After death? Body fell 10 feet after death. Ring lights out, bell telegram. Taken by her only pupil. Taken by her only pupil with just one eyeball. I finished my bath around 11. I thought I should return. And I was walking back. I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look in. I was just, Mystic Elise, and that was the sword of all things. And with the sword of all things, was staying in the corner room which faces out into the courtyard. Oh wait, oops, I went backwards. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
Hold it!
Oh wait.
What makes you so sure of all this? Were you meaning to present there?
Yeah.
Well, we'll read it anyway.
It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? Thump! Just like that.
You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height.
Oh, 10 feet.
Angel's not used to presenting right away. They're used to pressing everything instead. Anyway.
It appears that the witness is not mistaken then.
Yep. I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Hazakuna Temple.
There's only 2 of them working there. What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark? It doesn't feel like she's lying. This is very powerful testimony. I'm weeping right now. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only 2 things I can believe in right now. My client, Iris, and my own abilities as a defense attorney.
Okay.
An angel
No, it's like no snappy comebacks from you, Miles Edgeworth, and Edgeworth just
Okay,
That's enough, Miles Edgeworth.
Loss of blood from 7th back. Body fell after death. Okay, well.
Objection! Well done. Impressive logic, Angel. That's what I'd like to say. I'd like to say that. Anyway.
Oh, please do! My brain is something else, especially in winter.
Oh, what's helping is that we're recording in winter right now, and that's why Angel's doing so well. However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Ms. Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? God, it's my favorite thing to give people autopsy report updates. This is an autopsy report. The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
That's right. It says after death right here.
Right now. The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory.
You gotta say the burn.
Burn! If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? I don't know, through the earth like Shadowcat from X-Men?
Order! The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room, and she was then thrown out of a window down into the courtyard below. Objection! Were there any signs of a struggle in Ms. No-Nim's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Wow!
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in your room...
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood?
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion.
Hold on.
If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
I see.
Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
Cha. Ka-chow. We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions. Did you like my little Cars reference? I'm a huge Owen Wilson fan.
Wouldn't be the first. It wouldn't be the first for this case.
Order! I love Cars. I must admit that this is a probable version of events.
I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma.
Cars.
Karma! It was in the name the entire time. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
Carsma.
Huh.
Yeah, I heard.
That's my persona.
It seems that we need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the truth, please.
I fell.
Witness, please. Remain standing on the crate.
Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape. Especially my back and my mood.
Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
Ooh, with my
With
whip.
the whip?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I was hoping you'd catch on that. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right. Further details about her bath.
When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back.
This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory.
Von Karsmas strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth. Hey, you know, your Carsona should be Miles Edgeworth. You know, like miles per hour. That's pretty good, right? I don't have a Carsona. Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma.
But I do have a pony soda.
I can't think of a pun. And I'm here to teach you just that.
Smiles Edgeworth.
Smiles Edgeworth. Oh yeah, because that's the one thing I think of ponies is that big smile of theirs.
Yeah. This is Cutie Mark is smiling. No, it would be
Miles
cooler.
Edgehoof.
Edgehoof, yeah.
It's not bad.
When I look across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic at least. I've never been so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me. I mean, no, I can't. when I woke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. This feels like maybe one of the ones I gotta press stuff for. Didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place.
Hold it! At that time, was the victim bleeding?
Well, I was very shocked to be seeing all of this, of course. So I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I saw any blood. Not then.
I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug in the wound. In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed?
Nope, you didn't.
Hold it! Think carefully. This is very important.
It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body.
It might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports her theory. The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, my Edgeworth.
I've never seen so much blood before. I forgot I reread that. I don't have to read it again, but I'll read it anyway.
Hold it, anyway. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right! Some of it had splattered onto Iris, too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well?
That seems quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? Press this point further?
Press further.
Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say you saw the victim bleeding?
Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw.
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling, it was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add this test statement to your testimony.
You'll add this testimony to your statement.
Okay, I'm gonna do another 8-line testimony in the middle of this testimony.
Oh, was that important?
More important than you can imagine.
I saw the moment. Blah, 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 blah.
Hold it! Smoothly, you say. You're saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out?
Ugh.
That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mystic Ami. Mystic Elise was on the ground and Iris was stooped over her. The sword was buried up to the hilt.
Damn.
When Iris stood up, the sword in her hand just slid out of Mystic Elise's body.
All the way to the hilt? Like where the handle is?
That's what a hilt is.
That's like so like if the sword is like a cross, the hilt is like the horizontal
Yes.
Yeah.
bar. Okay, just want to be sure.
You guessed it.
That's right.
It slid out from that gaping wound. Ah!
Oh, oof. It goes without saying that if the sword was removed, there would be bleeding.
Nothing out of place here. Is that really the case? I can't help but feel that something about this testimony is very out of place. That something which couldn't possibly have happened appears to have happened.
I've never seen so much blood before.
Hold it! Was the bleeding caused by the killer removing the sword?
No mistaking it. I remember it all, clear as day.
Don't you think that's a bit odd? What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth? Why would the killer pull out the sword? What? If all she wanted to do was place the weapon in the hand of the gold statue, then there was no reason to remove it from the body. All that would have accomplished is causing the victim to bleed unnecessarily. Your thoughts, Miss Von Karma? That's... I don't know.
I don't know. Indeed, it is strange now that you mention it.
I'm going to need to find an answer to this mystery, too. Anyway, the witness saw something terrible. So what did you do after that, witness?
It's a little more shaken up in this case. So when I fainted,
Hold
sure
it!
there's much I could press out of this, but I don't know.
Now, on to what the killer did next. You saw none of it, correct?
Well, I was unconscious.
How long were you out for?
I don't know. 10, maybe. No.
20 minutes.
Turned into Marge a little bit.
Me? I don't know. 10, maybe 20 minutes. A young man with a very prickly looking head woke me up.
Marge, I think that was our son, Bart.
Oh, yeah. Bart.
Why stepping on me, actually?
Oh. I'm not sure I like that method of resuscitation. Or resuscitation.
Well, I wasn't asking for mouth-to-mouth or anything of the sort. But I would have welcomed a more gentle awakening right about then, let me tell you.
I shall have words with the offender personally. What did you see upon awakening?
You didn't put your mouth on her mouth, did you?
Not that I care or anything, just wondering, hold it. By Mystic Ami, you are referring to the golden statue, correct?
Just stabbing someone with a shichishito. Is it?
Shichishito.
Shichishito, yeah. Shichishito. Ugh. It sounds weird when I say it in her voice, so. A sacred treasure is terrible enough. But to make Mystic Ami hold the blade.
Truly a heinous, despicable crime. It is easy to despise something. Anyone can do it. However, there is something that cannot be done so easily. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's doubly hard for you. Anyway, what is the problem? Exactly why would the killer set up this gruesome scene? Can anyone explain the reasoning behind that?
No, I don't think I can.
There isn't always a logical reason behind why someone acts.
That's true. So true. In early spring, for example, I often find myself...
There isn't always. That phrase might come in handy someday. There are too many unnatural elements in this case. Why was it necessary to use the Shichishito from the Ami statue as a weapon? Why was the weapon finally placed back in the hand of the statue? If I can expose the flaws in this testimony, perhaps then I will begin to find the truth.
Think about it now, I didn't actually see it. The new one was, I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out. I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt. The blade was smoothly drawn out. The apparent murder weapon had the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints on it. Okay, well, I asked that and I was curious about it. They said that it would be all the way up to the hilt, but there's no blood all the way there, so I'm good to present this because it's a discrepancy.
Objection!
Oh,
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. Wow, I guess maybe being Edgeworth makes you more confident.
I gotta make him look good.
Now we know.
You know, you're like playing character, right? You're like, okay, well, Edgeworth would make snap decisions.
But Phoenix is like, duh.
He's like, I don't know. At least I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here.
Well, what do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
What contradictions are you talking about? In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim.
Jesus Christ.
Elise is like, oh, that's right up to the hilt.
Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body.
Jesus.
However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
What do you mean? Please explain. Oh!
Explain yourself. To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this?
I don't want to know.
No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Objection! She could be swole. Doesn't appear. What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep should I so choose. Just ask Gumshoe.
Oh. The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit.
Objection! That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
Oh, yeah.
That's... We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop from bleeding.
Yeah.
Objection! That's nothing more than conjecture. Let's try it. Judge, come here. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a shichishito.
Yeah, sure, okay. Well, what do you want me to do here?
Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. Objection! What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction.
You still got more?
This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Okay.
Ah! Should have led with that. If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. No! That'd be too scary. I have hemophobia. Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Ka-chow. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that, and they take way longer.
What does that? This all
I'm
mean?
having like a 20-minute break each time where I can like check my pick cross, check my email,
Do a little dance.
do a little dance, make a little flub. Anyway.
God. You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but
Having come this far, there can only be one answer. And that is... the weapon used to kill the victim was not the shichishito.
what?
A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool. Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mystic Ami was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the shichishito was the murder weapon.
Oh.
So maybe the shichishito was not a murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stabs the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth?
If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question?
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found? That's none of your business.
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Oh.
Awkward.
Cringe.
That one hurt her.
That one hurt her.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was... it was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what? Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister. Impossible. Meaningless. What else could this old woman have seen?
48.
40.
48.
48. Oh boy, yeah.
This ancient, decrepit woman.
1 foot in death's door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. and there I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out? Iris could have done that. She could drive a snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape with my back and my age, you know.
You are a decrepit old woman. Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here is a photograph.
Every time it makes me laugh.
Is she? is Francesca still 18 years old in this? How old is she? Pull it up.
No, I think like a year has passed because
What is
remember
that?
the last time we saw Edgeworth was apparently a year ago.
Oh, I can't pull it
So
up.
I think she's what, 20?
Where is she?
19.
Oh, 19.
My God.
Maybe she just
Happy
her birthday hasn't
birthday.
come around yet.
Yeah.
Or no, she was 18 and
Yeah.
Oh,
So does that mean that Maya's also 19? Yay! Happy
Oh, wow.
birthday.
My girl is 9.
I'm 9 years old.
You don't,
I'm
know,
a
you don't know
story.
my age, though.
No, you will never know.
Yeah.
I'm 12.
Well, in anime.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory. A game theory.
The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge.
Tracks photo.
That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon. Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please. Dum-dum. Okay, I saw the murder. Well, I'm gonna look at that photo again real quick.
Take a look.
Taken that night from the main gate to Dusky Bridge. Okay, There's footprints underneath. Okay. Taken that night. Okay. The court area where Elisa was murdered. I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. and after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used.
Hold it! As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
What's it?
Oh yeah.
What?
That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls.
Now you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate.
So she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time. I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do?
Press further.
I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time?
Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, what do you mean, eh?
What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth? I'm playing to a slow crowd here. That's me on the couch. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used.
Oh, I see. I never thought of that.
That's right. I overlooked that too.
Of course you did. Then answer the question, please, witness.
I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it.
Snow?
Snow? Yes, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
There wasn't any snow on it. Curses!
It seems highly likely that that killer did use the snowmobile then, eh?
How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile?
Takes 15 minutes.
Hold it! In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking.
Huh.
Oh, there's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain?
Oh, music stop. I think that's why the question was asked in the first place.
It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as it could be. I'd fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree and my back both went crunch.
Oof.
Just like that. Crunch.
Crunch. I could go for a crunch bar now.
I could go for the Butterfinger myself. That's the most popular candy bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the most iconic candy bar in the whole world. I haven't been able to find the courage.
See you later, Yoko.
Why do they keep saying that? I haven't been able to find the courage to write anything since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it.
The killer. Maybe they threw the weapon into the Eagle River.
Hold it! Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes.
It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using the snowmobile. I have to concede that is more than enough time. Is that all you wish to concede, Miles Edgeworth? No. Shut up.
Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Hold it! While it would have been possible time-wise, one element remains out of place here.
Oh? And what would this mystery element be?
The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all this? Why go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods?
Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Miss Von Karma? Ow!
Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor?
What?
She's as over the top as always. Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth. These are decided by points, right? Another mystery to feed the fire.
I'm up by 5.
How many points do I have? Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony. Now all I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account.
Poking holes, eh? He shot murdered at 11. After asking that to be reported, I went out to the main gate.
Hold it.
Just press everything.
You are sure about the time?
Yes, I was worried about it after all.
Why was that?
Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. The acolyte was being doused in freezing water at the time. I couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11, I decided to leave Hazakura Temple.
Her estimation of the time seems reliable, at least. Please continue, sister.
Let's do the reverb.
Hold it. Steve, take Edgeworth for a bit.
Okay. I was like, you asked Phoenix Wright to do report the crime, correct? I was getting a little Australian then. Right, the one who trampled me. It seemed she was the type to hold a grudge. There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge.
Phoenix Wright. He didn't even have a cell phone on him. What a loser.
Maybe
How many contacts are on his phone? 0.
maybe he's living in the moment, Francisco.
That's lame and overrated.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
I'm gonna make a TikTok making fun of you for saying that. Wow, the teens really are brutal. He had forgotten it at home, apparently.
What a naive boy, as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand, too.
Anyway, I was really scared. It was taking him a while to get back, so I thought I'd go by the main gate for a spell.
There I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. I forget if I pressed this one already.
Hold it, I believe you did, but as if I recall, no B.
There was
snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
that was okay. Gotcha.
I'm gonna save
Is
you
this-
time.
Okay.
What should I do? What should I do? The only one for me is you. Either of you? No?
Nope.
Is that another musical?
Rhythm Heaven, actually.
Oh, I mean, no, I haven't really played a lot of the Rhythm Heavens, unfortunately.
What can I do?
It's very likely the snow is related to this case. I can't help but think that Iris used it, but for what? Oh, Iris used it for what? Better hold off on this for now. Well then, witness. How long does it take to reach the bridge by the Snowmobile? It takes 15 minutes to walk to the bridge, but less than 5. Did I press this one too?
You did.
Okay, I think everything I must have pressed. Maybe they threw the weapon into the eagle and came out. Iris could have done that. Okay, so I kind of have all the info. I've already poked everything. Maybe they threw the weapon out. It takes 15 minutes to walk, but less than 5 using one of those. Okay, so I have to disprove this theory, and I just got that photo. Taking that night. Huh. Wait, where is this by? This is from main gate to Dusky, taken at night.
The main gate, yeah.
This is by the main gate. Okay. And it came from there, according to the tracks, I think. There's, sorry, the mic's in the way, so I'm like, just for clarity's sake, there are footprints that are leading to the gate, right? Or like the door, the big entrance, and they go across the tracks.
I don't think those are important.
They're not?
At least not in this moment, no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Courtyard where Elisa was murdered. I have to disprove this theory. Yeah. Demium, loss of blood. From stab in the back. Ring lights at bell at 10, and then her room until the murder was discovered. Oh, this isn't. An occult magazine. Regional weather. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. Asking that it be reported, I saw the murder. Who did she ask? Did she ask Clarice or Larry? Or did she, no, she asked, or did she ask Phoenix? And there I saw the tracks that indicated. Just for ease. Professor, can I have a hit, please?
So, what is she saying here?
Just in general, or where I was at?
What is she claiming happened?
That she saw... after she saw the murder, she was heading towards the main gate, and she saw tracks that the snowmobile had just been used.
Okay. Keep going.
Takes 15 minutes.
What is she claiming that Iris did here?
That she took the snowmobile and used it from the murder scene, or from the crime scene. Tossed the murder weapon into the river, and then went back.
Okay.
But why would she bring it? Well, no, because she would have.
What you just said there, it's like she used the snowmobile to go there, drop the weapon off, and then come back with it, or come back.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Why would she come back when it was parked by the main bridge?
Well, also, just by what you just said, how can that not be true based on your evidence? You're saying she used the snowmobile to go and then come back.
Yeah, but she didn't come back. She went to the main hall instead, because that's where it was parked.
We need to use evidence to show that at least that movement is not possible.
Maybe they threw the weapon into the eagle and then came back while I was knocked out. This is the one that I contradict? Or it takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 in one of those.
Well, okay. So, because where was the snowmobile found?
She had found it by the main gate.
Okay, and so she's claiming that Iris used that snowmobile, took it to Eagle River, then came back. But is that possible looking at your evidence?
Just a note, remember it was at the main gate
Initially.
From the beginning.
because
Yes.
remember you saw
Oh.
it first
Yeah,
went there.
Well,
we
'cause-
saw that there. Yeah.
It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than. But she still had to walk over to the main gate to use it if it was there, if that's where it started at.
I don't think
Right?
that's not what the statement means.
Oh, okay.
No. She's just saying, listen, if you use a snowmobile, it's much faster to get there. That's all this statement means.
Okay.
So you're not contradicting that because that's true.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
she's saying Iris, that snowmobile, at the main gate, she took it,
Mm-hmm.
she drove it to the river, and she came back.
Yeah.
But is that possible looking at your evidence?
Is that possible?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's a 5-minute trip from where it was to. Let's see. Crime photo. Wait, no. I mean, there's tracks there. She took it to.
Look at that. I'd like you to look at that previous photo very carefully.
Not this one?
Not this one, no. Okay.
Yeah.
So, she claims that Iris took the snowmobile.
Oh,
Roll
no.
it away.
It's a one-way track.
How shrimp-interesting.
Yeah. Okay. That's what it is. All right. Oh wait. I have to go there and present it. I was like, now I take it out. Wait, I already left the menu. This is the track photo, right? Yes. Okay. So to be sure.
Objection!
There it is.
I admit this photograph proves something. That she's really good at driving and she drove exactly on the right track.
see.
It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
She just drove backwards.
You have finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth. However, if what the witness says is true, why is there only one set of tracks?
I see.
What do you mean? Go ahead, Steve.
Oh yeah. Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If that was the case, then naturally there should be 2 sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back. Ah, you're right.
You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth.
That you can drive backwards.
Have you tried it? Get good. On the night of the murder, it was snowing.
Mater can do it from my favorite movie.
Wait, what?
Hey, I could drive over my tracks. He'll never know when
You're right. He probably is a really good driver.
Yeah.
The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it? Bitch.
I see. While she was at this river, the snow stopped.
She's really good.
She's really good. Leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
Ka-chow. What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks?
Can I look at my
It's
thing?
flawless.
What did it say?
Meaningful.
And snow, data for snow with occasional lightning strikes. 7 to approximately 10:50. And then the lightning was from 10 to 11. Oh, okay, no, it went. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. From 7 to 10, and then the murder happened between 10 and 11, right?
Is that right?
So that's, I think that's in the, where's the, a stupid note, Iris. I went all the way around. Where is it? Here it is.
Okay, yeah, 10 to 11.
10 to 11.
Sure.
Okay. Causes loss of, okay, yeah, from 10 to 11. So it was snowing the entire time, according to the weather report. Right? Oh my god, I went all the way around. Nope, yeah, there. All right. From 7 to 10:50. There was like a 10-minute window where it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know about that. So it did stop because the murder was after, or like everything that occurred was after, right? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I think you don't have it on hand. I'm curious if you remember what Bikini said.
Yeah, Bikini did say a time.
Oh, that when she
When she saw
reported
the
it?
crime happen.
Oh, fuck. No, I don't remember.
Sounds like,
They need to ask.
sounds like maybe.
Professor, can I have a hint, please?
Co-professor, you take this.
Oh, I think she said it was around 11 o'clock p.m.
I'd say 11 o'clock is correct, co-professor.
Oh,
indeed.
when this all occurred?
When she witnessed
When
the
she
crime.
witnessed the crime.
11 o'clock p.m.
Okay. So then, yeah, the snow did stop. This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks. No, it did. No, there's a contradiction.
The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory.
It's nice and cozy. Is it like a Christmas theory?
However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
And some hot cocoa.
Meaningless.
What? Would you care to explain why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction? Just. Ow!
No need. The evidence will do all of the talking for me.
I'll break your finger.
She bites it. On the night of the murder.
I'm Sophie.
On the night of the. Can you do the Sophie voice with the German accent?
Oh, wow. Hello, my name is Sophie. Hello.
No, that's. Yeah, it just sounds
I'm
like.
Sophie.
It just sounds like Gremlin Werner Herzog. Just,
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge.
Hold on.
My name is...
This is regular.
My name is Sophie. My name is Sophie. Hello.
It's just there a little bit.
Yeah.
In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow. I like that you had to stop me like, no, I can do this.
I like combining voices.
That's fun. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh?
Alfie for the Herzog DNA Digivolve.
Sophie von der Herzog.
Take that. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Oh.
Like I said, it was around 11. Remember?
Yep, I totally remembered.
Of course. Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
The weather report?
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up.
I'm glad mine was on the right track. Oh, order! Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in.
The right single snowmobile track.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. You gotta check the TV announcement for the counties of the snow day.
Snow Day.
Angel, you would never understand.
Yeah.
Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on Zvezda of all things.
I'll never understand.
Answer me this then. When is a Zvezda report ever correct?
No. You've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data.
Forecast data. All weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off?
She's anti-science. It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
I've come this far. There's
To lose it all.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why.
We're gonna move on.
Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Huh. You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth. I can't back down, but I get up again.
You're never gonna keep me down.
Never going to keep me down.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth.
Go to Edgeworth Karaoke.
All spoken word.
It takes the whiskey drink.
Where is your evidence that had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Where's your evidence that it had already stopped snowing?
My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and that I know for sure.
This is just the map.
Don't try to fight the feeling, because the thought alone is killing me right now.
Ring light store at 10 p.m. and then was in her room until the murder took place. Okay. Tracks photo, crim photo.
Don't stop me now.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball.
If you want to have a good time,
Just give me a call.
Right.
But I don't have my cell phone on me. I leave it at home.
That it stopped snowing
Yeah.
when it... Well, if her body is there and there's no snow on top of her, then I think that's it. That's where my brain is going.
There's that
Take that.
Edgeworth speed.
Yes. Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in the courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right. But proving that is...
Incredibly easy.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
What is it in Hunter x Hunter again with the, you stepped into my zone or some shit?
What?
Hunter x Hunter?
I don't
know.
Thinking of,
Is that the other one?
I don't know.
I forget what it's called.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
No, I'm not talking about Yu Yu Hakusho. I know Yu Yu Hakusho.
I know what Yu Yu Hakusho is. Anyway,
I know
if
what
we
Yu Yu
want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything.
Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene.
What's the new anime that people like?
What are you talking about? What anime?
With zones in it?
JJK, keep going.
Oh, JJK. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's into this crime scene.
What is the new anime that people like? Gosh, I forgot there's one.
There's only one.
As you
though.
can see, everything is covered with snow,
I mean, for some people, it's true.
with just one exception.
And that is...
The victim herself, Miss Elise Donim. A little bit fancy down there. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed. That's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon...
I really need an in other words counter for these games.
It's been saying a lot in this game, yeah. Then in this photograph, there should be 2 sets of tracks.
Order! Just what are you? Oh, how we
what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple.
It's like a Monopoly piece.
From the tracks left, it could be understood that they were heading for the Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were gone.
Then when this person returned to Hazakura Temple,
Exactly, perfectly backwards.
the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
What, like it's hard?
I rolled a 6, so I can move my snowmobile this many spots.
Sounds like you're playing a bad board game, eh? You're using dice to move. Anyway.
Can I say something?
Oh my god, you're still here?
This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister?
There's only one key for the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
Which could only mean that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there.
You're back?
For now. Bikini's here, so I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So, she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. With Cool Spot.
Oh, he's real, right? Oh, sorry, Your Honor. He's not.
Oh, David.
Oh, well, my dreams are
That
crushed.
sounds
eh?
cool. I moved all the way to America in hopes of seeing Cool Spot. That sounds right.
That's why you moved here?
But what's odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple...
Yep, got citizenship and green card and all that, and just to see Cool Spot.
I want to see Cool Spot.
I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple... it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
But that isn't possible. Meaning...
Liz. Order in the court. What does this all mean?
So then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. Angel. All we know is
I
this.
got there.
No, you got there. You got there. All I know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've arrived at this point due to the witness.
Yes, I've nothing more to add. I've told you everything. Everything I know.
Well then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify having seen the snowmobile.
A witness, huh?
Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off.
Your Mickey
Holy-
ears.
Yeah. God, Minnie! This hurts like hell! Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Unless they had something really important to do.
I don't know why I shook. That's a shame. Did anyone feel that earthquake?
Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor, I actually have an idea. There may be one individual able to help us.
No. Really?
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder? I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are 2 things about him that do come to mind.
Which are?
First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And the second being, this individual that I am thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about?
Oh, for the love of God.
I wonder.
Take that!
This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc de Leduc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting.
This is Larry Butts, the student of the victim, Elise Donim.
Her student? Interesting. Why was he wandering on the night of the murder?
I don't know.
I have no fucking idea. I could tell them all about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. I don't know. He is, after all, an artist. And artists are weird.
Yeah.
He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw?
Yeah, I am curious, like, what the ratios is of, like, artists specifically who had a so random face compared to other people in that
Probably
time.
high.
Probably, yeah, probably.
Oh, so random face?
Yeah, so random.
Well, banana, random. you know.
Spork,
Yeah.
You
Penguin
know?
of Doom.
God, maybe the internet wasn't better back then.
It was not.
No,
It was
absolutely
always
wasn't.
bad, for different reasons. I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately. If you had a so random face, sound off in the comments. What was the most cringy thing you said?
Oh, God. I have no choice, do I? I also have to comment. For me, it was Rafflecopter. I believe he's in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
I love the Do You Like Waffles song.
That's a good one.
Very well.
Do you like waffles? Yes, we like waffles. Larry.
Oh, those two things coexisted at this time, didn't they? They were like...
You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you.
You ever hear of Phoenix Wrong, Angel? That's just like...
Oh, no.
That's that's the DNA digivolution of like the internet at that time and these games.
Oh, if I watched them now, would I be hella spoiled?
I just don't.
You never risk it.
Yeah, don't risk it.
Gotcha. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess. To be continued.
Well, I think that's a good place to stop.
I think so, too.
Because I do not have the energy to deal with Larry Butts.
Neither do I.
We'll do that.
And I play him.
We'll do that in a new session. Not tonight. It is too late for Larry Butts in my life.
Fuck that.
Good night, everyone.